Hi guys, it's me, Issaplease, and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing my makeup. We're going to get ready. I have a very small shoot for Forever 21 this afternoon, and I figured that I would just make this a sort of like a short story time video because something happened to me recently, which you all know because it's in the title, and I was just kind of hoping to do this story time in case anyone watches it and can kind of help me in this little situation that I'm in. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed to me yet, please do hit that notification button and subscribe to me and follow me on all my socials. So I'm Issaplease there, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. I am just playing with some of the makeup that I recently got at the New You event, so we're just gonna be using that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight into it. Last Wednesday, my bag was snatched from me, and inside the bag I had my cell phone, I had my wallet that had my license in it, my debit cards, it had my PRC ID in it, I had my passport, it had my power bank, and a cord, and my cell phone, which is very convenient for the guy who stole it. Parang all-in-one package na yung phone ko. Kulang na lang ibigay ko yung box ng phone ko. Thank you very much, Koya. And I also had my hard drive in it, and my everyday journal, which you guys saw in my previous video, which I am really the most sad about. And he also got my work notebooks and my creative notebooks. So I had a very small notebook where I put all my vlogging plans in it and all like my creative ideas. I would write it there in that notebook, and I lost it. So honestly, I'm the most sad about all the notebooks and the pens that I lost, because I'm not really attached to anything except for like my thoughts and like the little doodles that I had in there. So this is how it happened. Hold on, let me find my makeup. On Wednesday afternoon, I had a shoot with By TV because we're still finalizing my show. I was supposed to shoot the introduction and the parang some trial parts of it at their office. So we had scheduled for a 2:30 meeting, and I had left the house at around 1:15 because it's very close to my house. So I left then, and then in fact I was able to Instagram story pa that I needed gas and stuff like that. So actually it's quite interesting because I felt like the universe was kind of telling me that something bad was gonna happen, because I woke up in the morning, I had a very bad day. I had like this really long conversation with my mom about the wedding, which is kind of stressing me out. And then before I left, I know you guys are wondering why I brought my passport to begin with. I don't usually carry my passport around with me, but for some reason, it was out on the table, and I was fixing my things to go, and then parang nakita ko si passport, and I saw my checkbook, and I had to bring my checkbook with me, but for some reason, I mixed it up and instead ended up bringing my passport, which is why it was there in the first place, which is really weird because they're different colors, but usually when I'm in a hurry, shit happens, and so that's what happened. I ended up bringing my passport, and then, so when I was on the way there, hold on, let me silence my phone. So when I was on my way to my meeting, I got a text message from Sarah Delmar saying, "Hey Is, we can't make it to the shoot because it's raining, let's reschedule it the next week." So I was thinking maybe I should just turn around and go back home, but since I was already on the way, it's so hard to get me out of the house, so I was thinking I'm already out, might as well just go and see what I can do there, maybe have a meeting, maybe just hang out, and then go home. I wasn't super busy that day. I had allotted that day for that meeting, so I was like, you know what, let's just go anyway. So I went. I obviously mentioned that I had to stop for gas, and while I stopped for gas, I took out my bag. So I have to tell you guys what kind of car I'm bringing right now, because the bag was stolen from inside the car while I was stopped to make a turn to go inside the building. But anyways, I'm currently driving a Norcus Spider, which is a 10-year-old model, which I am temporarily using because the cars that you see in my videos, they are my mom's. I mean, that's my mom's car. And my mom is currently back from the States, so syempre, kotse niya yun, that's what she has to bring. I can't use it because it's not my car. So I had to borrow a replacement car or a temporary car from my soon-to-be parent-in-laws. I chose the Spider because virtually, like, it's the only car that I can really drive, because I could have drove Paulo's pickup, but I don't know how to drive a pickup, and it just seems so scary, and I've always wanted to drive the Spider, so I was specifically asking Paulo, can we borrow that car? Because that really was my dream car. I was so ecstatic to be driving it, and I kind of feel bummed out right now because it's really my fault why this happened. So the car, as you can see in the photo that I added earlier, it is open. Mukha siyang jeepney / golf cart. So it's open, it doesn't have any windows. But for this car, it does have like those plastic coverings. Yung parang nakasakay ka ng jeep and like you just roll up the windows, and like when it rains, you roll it down. So it's basically that. But I kept the back one open. The back was closed, but the fronts aren't because it gets so hot in there. So parang I needed to keep the windows open and stuff. So while I was driving, I noticed, oh, I don't have gasoline anymore. Let's stop the car and let's go get gas. And then I took out my bag and went to 7-Eleven to buy food because I hadn't had lunch yet. And then I came back, and instead of putting the bag at the back, nilagay ko siya sa tapat ko, which really was the mistake of everything. That's really what got me into this whole mess. Anyways, I'm a little bit low on battery, but hopefully I can finish this. So, ayun, what happened was, I noticed that as I was driving on my way to the office, there was like this point in that road, because I was thinking, malapit lang naman, I don't really have to put at the back, I'm gonna get there in less than 3 minutes. So I put at my side, and on the way there, I kind of stopped for a while. And I noticed there was this guy behind me, or beside me. Parang, if I was here, he's here, right? This is the car, I'm sitting in the car, and he's here. And then he's just sitting there. I mean, he's on his motorcycle, and I'm like, okay, let's scoot my bag over a little bit. Kasalanan ko naman din because I get a little bit conscious. I don't like making people feel like I don't trust them. I have that. Parang that's also a character defect of mine. I don't want to insult anyone right out, like, because, you know, like, I don't want them to think, like, I didn't want that guy to think, like, oh, what's the Bisaya, what's the Tagalog term, or the English term, like, hilasa anak niya, oy, merg, what's ito, niya ako kawatan ko, merg. I didn't want him to think that I thought of him like that, so I did not reach over and put the bag at my back, but I knew that that's what I should have done, and yet I did not do that. So, let me just go get my makeup. So, I did not do that. Instead, I just moved the bag a little bit closer to me. I just scooted it over a little bit. And then I went on my merry way, and like literally a minute later, I made a turn, and then the building's here, and then there was like the other side, the other lane, and I'm here. So I wanted to go inside, right? But there was a car in front of me, so I couldn't just like move. But I was already going like this. I was already turning the car to go in, and then the dude, which I know was the same guy because he was wearing a red helmet, he kind of grabbed the bag, and then he pulled it out. It got stuck. So in that second that it got stuck, I was thinking, I can pull this bag. I can either back up and he can drop the bag, or I can just like pull it. And then I thought, this is the thing, I don't know, there's just so many things that came into my mind, but I was also thinking like, I'm gonna die if I do that. So I just let him go, and I saw him pull out the bag and then go away, and then there's like this lady in front, and she was shouting like, imong bag, dagi kawat. And I knew it was my bag because my bag was a Michael Kors bag that was like freaking neon orange, which I think made it easier for the guy to steal it from me. And I just saw him make a turn going to Hernan Cortes, which is in Mandaue if you're Filipino or if you're Cebuano and you know what I'm talking about. He was going to Mandaue Foam, and that was the last thing that I saw of my bag. I kind of got out of the car because I wanted to get a better look at him, see if I could get any information. I wasn't thinking about plate numbers at that time, but I was just like, where is he going? So, and I just remember standing outside of my car and thinking, should I run after him? And I remember just screaming out of frustration, like going, oh! And then I went back inside the car and just drove into the building and I parked the car. The moment I got out of the car, I went upstairs to talk to like my TV staff, the RGC staff, and I was like, I then started shaking and I started crying, and then like they ran immediately to the admin office to see if they could have gotten any CCTV footage of what just happened. And then they asked me to sit down, and I immediately did everything I had to do, which included canceling all my debit cards. Debit cards lang naman siya, but I still had to cancel them. I remember trying to delete my phone, which was unsuccessful because I needed a two-factor authentication, which was connected to my cell phone. So I had an iPhone in there, and well, that's already resolved. And I just remember crying and thinking, oh my god, Paolo that gave me that phone, oh my god, my organizer is in it, my hard drive is in it, which had like all the videos that I had made. I had brought it because I was scared that I would run out of memory on my laptop and have to transfer some of the files to my camera or to my phone, and like it was just really back up, guys. Like on a regular day I don't even bring those stuff, but it just had to be that day that I would lose everything, so that kind of sucks. It had some of the pictures of me and Paolo, which I was going to use for the wedding, but I don't have them anymore. It's making me sad. And it just had like stuff in it that I would have wanted to keep in this life, but unfortunately I'm not able to. So I don't really want to cry about it because they're just material things. I don't want to cry over material things, even if like they mean a lot to me. Just kind of want to get over it, take what I can learn from it and move on from it. So yeah, I mean, they're just things. Why cry over things that are lost? You can always replace them, but you can't replace a life, which is why I didn't chase after him. So after that, I kind of called up Paolo, and I was really scared to tell him because I knew for a fact that I would get in trouble. He gave me that phone 3 years ago as a gift, and I had lost it. But it was the first time that I ever got snatched. So I was thinking, it's not that. It could be worse. It could be a lot worse. It could have been like, Issa, this always happens to you. But that was the first time it happened to me ever. So right now if you're wondering how much money was in the wallet, I initially had like 850, and I spent 500 on gas and 100 something on food. So the guy who stole my wallet really just ended up stealing 150 worth of money. I had like 1,500 pesos worth of GCs to SM. I had 2,500 Phoenix GCs. I had 500 pesos na GC to Robinsons, and my hard drive, which I don't know is how much it's worth, and he had my phone, which essentially is worth nothing to him because it's all locked, it's fingerprint locked. There's nothing you can do about it, so good luck to you, kuya. I was able to trace the phone. I wasn't able to do it on Find My iPhone, but I was able to do it on an app called Life 360, which is an app that you can share with your family in case, like, if you want to see where they are, see their battery levels. My LTE was on at the time, so the moment he turned off my phone, it was at this location. I am planning to drop by the place and drive there, or just probably, I can't drive because wala akong license. And the wedding is so close and all my IDs are there, so I really have so much work to do. And honestly, I just haven't felt like doing anything because I feel really bad about what happened. Like, wala akong gana. It's not depressed. It's just, I'm just so frustrated. And I'm just, like, I was saying on my Instagram stories, like, I'm mad at people, or I'm just sad that, you know, it's gotten to a point where people actually feel the need to steal from someone. Like they don't really recognize like the stress that they're gonna put them through of like having to go through the hassle of getting a passport or getting their IDs. They're just thinking, oh, I need money, I don't care who I inconvenience, let's just do this. And I think that I'm really disappointed about that, because I wouldn't imagine myself ever being able to do that to another person. And so these last few days I just find myself sitting and thinking, like, how could someone be so hard up in life to be compelled to do something like that? I mean, he obviously had a motorcycle, so he had money, diba? He had money for gas and stuff like that. But I don't know what's going on in his life. So that's just basically how I feel. Like, I'm just so inconvenienced by all of this, and it's making me a little stressed. I had to buy a new phone, which I really did not want to do, because with all the expenses that we have right now, buying a phone is the least thing that I want to spend on. I need to buy a wallet, I need to go get my passport, I need to get a new license, I have to get everything. So everything is just, and I have to work, and all my work documents are there, all my events are in my organizer, and I have no way of remembering them because I rely so much on my organizer. Yeah, some of you are gonna say you should do it digitally, but I'm just not wired that way, so I am trying right now. But for the most part, I rely on writing for all my thoughts, so that's it. Well, at the end of the day, there's really nothing I can do. I have a phone, I reordered my organizer, I already contacted my attorney, so I am about to get an affidavit of loss for my passport and for my IDs. And I currently don't have a debit card, but I can do online banking, so I'm getting ready to go to the bank right now so that I can change my number, so I can transfer money to Paulo, so I can get my money. It does sound like a whole lot of work that I did not want to do on a Saturday. I wanted to stay home, shoot, work, but I have to do this. So, I mean, the only thing that I really want right now is I don't want justice. I'm not gonna blotter the guy so that I can get my stuff back and put him in jail. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make an enemy with someone who knows all my contact information, who has access to all my files. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not stupid. I'm just gonna go to the police so that I can have it blotted, so that if they ever try to use my contact information or any of my documents, they cannot. I'm not seeking vengeance, like, oh, I want him to go to jail, you know. No one was hurt. I'm just emotionally scarred. I don't think I'm necessarily traumatized by it, but I am just like a little bit shaken, and I'm just a little bit mad. But, I mean, if you're watching this, kuya, if you find me somewhere, I know for sure he was a guy. He was like in his 30s, musculados, he was wearing a sleeveless, he looked like he was a cargador or something, you know, or like part-time angkas driver, whatever. So if you're watching this, kuya, if you happen to chance upon me, or if you know someone who you think stole it because you see the bag in his possession, or you kind of find my documents lying around and you kind of find me and watch this video, binisayo na lang nako para makasabot ka. Like, you know, saya Tagalog. So, what do I want to say to him? Hopefully, kuya, magamit nimo ang kwarta nga nakuha nimo and all the GCs, or unsa imong mapahimuslan ato para makabayad kasi mong kailangan gastuon. I hope nga nanginahanglan gyud kay kakaron kinaabot ka og point sa imong kinabuhi na mangawat ka sa laing tao. I hope nga moasinso kasi mong kinabuhi para dili na ni siya mausab kay na hassle good in town ko. If ganan pa ka nga ibalik akong bag, pwede ra gyud nimo ibalik. I dili ko mukiha, di ko magpapriso or anything. I promise. Ganahan lang ta akong makuha na ko balik ako ang passport and ako ang lisensya. O kung di nimo magamit akong wallet, ibalik na lang sa tukuya. Kaya na nga to akong Starbucks card, o ako ang CBTL nga card. And sure ko nga, gamit nimo akong SM Advantage card, kay murag 200 ra ang sud ato nga point. So, dili nimo magamit. Imo na to akong mga GCs and everything. But the notebook, unta akong ganahan kwaon. Kaya na nga to akong organizer, and akong para trabaho, and everything like that. So, you know, I duwa ko kibaw unsa imong kaagi sa imong kinabuhi karon, ngano naka-feel gyud ka nga kinahanglan gyud mo kawaton ang butang nga dili imuha. Pero I hope nga nakonsensya ka. And you know, I don't want anything bad for you, cause wa ko nagampo nga naibati mahitabo nimo, because obviously bati na gid imong kahimtang karon kay naabot kag punto nga kinahanglan jud ka mangawat. Because I don't think nga anyone is born bad. I just feel like mahimo tag makabuhat tag bati because nata sa bati nga kahimtang or bati nga sitwasyon, right? So I hope magamit nimo ang mga butang nga magamit nimo, but ang mga butang nga dili nimo magamit, unta ibalik nimo siya. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm kind of done. I'm done doing my makeup. I have to do lipstick and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go. I just wanted to kind of hit two birds with one stone and do my makeup and kind of tell this story. So yeah, I'm done. I hope that you guys enjoy this story time, as crappy as it is, and I hope that you guys like, subscribe, and follow to me, and I'll see you in the next video. I was able to do an unboxing of my brand new baby. It's a Y8, a Y9 na Huawei. I did a review on it, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it in the next video. So I hope that you like, subscribe, and follow me for more videos. Thank you guys. I'm Issaplease again. Bye.